Welcome back, guys. Welcome to the interesting world of the gig economy. Oh, it's very interesting. More shenanigans. I was just watching a video from Right Along with Brie. Now, she posted her recent video. She went to a specific Popeye's restaurant to pick up an order. And guess what she saw? Posted a sign on the door of Popeye's, a message for the drivers. And here it is.
Say you must also verify the content of the order. Sides, drinks, sauces, etc. before you leave the restaurant. There are absolutely no exceptions to this rule.
As you guys saw, okay, first off, let me start with this. There's legal action what they're doing. It's illegal for a company that you're not employed with to give you any kind of instructions to begin with. No driver who works for Uber or DoorDash does not automatically means we're employed by Popeyes or any other restaurant. Okay? We don't work for you guys. Popeyes, we don't work for you. I'm sorry. Your concerns should be given to DoorDash and Ubereats. You cannot put up instructions on the window for DoorDash and Ubereats drivers or any other instructions. That's illegal right there. That's a legal issue right there to begin with. And the person, most likely the manager of that Popeyes, they have no clue. They have no clue. Period. Second of all, if a driver is responsible to check the contents of the order, if that task falls solely on the delivery driver that's picking up the order, okay? What is the task or the job of the person that's packing it? What is their responsibility? I'll repeat it again. If the responsibility and the task is the driver to make sure everything is in a bag, the person that's in Popeyes, that's bagging the stuff, what is his responsibility? What is his or her task to do when they are packing the order? I want Popeyes to answer that. And I want to hear that answer from Popeyes. It'll be very interesting to hear. And another thing is, since when a delivery driver is a multitask position? Since when did that happen? Popeyes, you want us to cook the food as well? You want us to sweep the store? Fill up the soda machine? Maybe take orders from Popeyes as well. Or maybe wash the windows of the Popeyes store. Since we're at it, why not? I know Popeyes will love that. If we're going to do all that, what will be the job of the employees of Popeyes then? What do they get to do? What do they get to do? It's insanity, guys. It's just insanity. It's just insanity. And you think that these people, at least in the food industry, they'll have a little bit of a common sense. But what did I say before? The problems lie with the chain franchise restaurants. Period. They have no clue. They're running them like bodegas. All of them. They're running it like a cartoon, like Tom and Jerry. That's pretty much what goes down with the workers in there and everybody else, and the managers and the supervisors and everybody. I mean, it's insanity at its highest. I've never seen anything else like this. I haven't seen anything like that in my market. What I've seen in my market is that Wendy's They have to weigh the order before they give it to the driver. The most silliest and stupidest thing. You know why? I'll explain to you right now. I go pick up an order, they check the contents to make sure everything is in there. Everything is in there. The scale is saying that this order should weigh this much, let's say 10 pounds. They put it on the scale, they double and triple check, and it doesn't weigh 10 pounds. It weighs 9 pounds and a half. They cannot hand you the order now. So they look in the bag. They check in again. Everything is in there. They put it back on the scale, 9.5 pounds. We cannot give the order out. So what do? They grab a cup, because they double and triple and quadruple check to make sure all the contents, and all the contents are in there. So they grab a cup and they fill it up with water, like to make sure like enough for like an extra half a pound, and they put it with the scale. So this way the scale can give the okay, the green light, for that order to be given to the driver. What is that creating? Delays with the delivery service. And delaying the staff, because they got people in the drive-thru, there's people inside waiting in line, and there's drivers over there waiting to pick up offers with Uber Eats and DoorDash. And instead of taking care of other people, they're sitting there 5 and 10 minutes fighting with the scale of Wendy's. What a genius plan from Wendy's. Just like Popeyes. What a genius plan. Let's put a sign on the door. Instruct delivery drivers that they're not employed by us. And we have no business telling the drivers anything. But we're going to do it anyways because Popeyes said so. Popeyes, you get this. This is what you get. There's your answer right there. And anybody that goes to that Popeyes, take a picture and a video and file a lawsuit with that Popeyes. File a lawsuit against them. And now you got evidence. Take a picture and take a video, and there it is. There's a sign right there. They got no business doing that. If they have an issue, you take it up with DoorDash company. You call them. They are your partners, right? That's the whole idea of being a partner. You don't get to do whatever you want. You have a partnership. You deal with your partners. Uber Eats and DoorDash. But anyways, besides that, when you're picking up an offer with Uber Eats, on every offer, they tell you to verify the contents. They tell you that on the app anyways. And with DoorDash, they'll show you that some of these items were missing. Make sure you check the items before you leave. So the apps already inform you of this stuff anyways. But at the end of the day, it's not the delivery driver's job, because if that was his task, what will be the task of the person that's bagging it? What's his task? Is it too hard to figure this out? Is it rocket science for anybody on the planet to figure this out? Obviously, the person that's inside that works at Popeyes or any other restaurant out there, the people there in charge, their task is to bag the customer's orders and make sure all the contents are in the bag. That's their job. That's their task. The driver's task is to make sure the delivery gets sent to the customer, and when it doesn't, then that falls on the delivery driver. That's his task. The drivers have their task, what they need to do, and the people who work inside these restaurants, they have their task, what they need to do. It's insane. It's insane what's going on out there in the country. The IQ has dropped another 10 points. Thanks to Popeyes. There you go. Popeyes, screw you. Okay? Just screw you. You have no clue, and no business putting up signs on the door for drivers that have nothing to do with all that stuff that's on the notice, on the sign. They have nothing to do with it. And it's not your job to do that. You want to make sure your employees are doing their job. That's your job. Make sure they're doing their job. That's your task as a manager. As a manager of Popeyes is to make sure they check the slip twice, 3, and 4 times to make sure all the contents are in the bag. And stop putting everything on the drivers. Gig economy companies, and now we got merchants alike. Like, we don't have enough shenanigans, now we got merchants now, putting the burden on the driver. And they're expecting this to fly. I don't know how they're expecting this is how it's going to fly with other drivers out there doing deliveries. What a mockery to the whole delivery service. It's just a mockery. I'll leave it at that. Your guys' opinions in the comments right now. What do you guys think about this whole thing? Let me know in the comments. I'll catch you guys later.